Hi, this is Chetan. This is Minute of Inspiration, and we're talking about a real buzzword in corporate circles called collaboration. I want you to examine and think for a moment, where does this word come into your vocabulary? Why does a need for collaboration arise at all? People behave in selfish manners. People in organizations behave in their own self-interest for their competitive advantage reasons. And what we see in reality around us, that there are self-centered people all around us scrounging and being at each other to capture a bit of space for themselves. That is, put it another way, people exist in comparison to one another. If you feel that you are successful and a high achiever, it obviously feels so because you're comparing yourself with someone who's slightly lower at the rung of the mile than you are. Now, people are rooted in comparisons. Organizations that we work for are essentially derive meaning from the fact that they're able to compare themselves with someone who's slightly lower or higher, and that's the way that we set benchmarks in a way. Now, we see this reality around us that we are all rooted in comparison, and that's the life that we lead in comparison. In return causes stress and anger and anxiety and all of those things, and living in this manner within an own ecosystem of an organization, we talk about collaboration. Because we see the way we live, and that's not going to help us reach our goals. And our definition of collaboration then is nothing, it's just an eyewash, and it's nothing but then just be able to go live like that outside, but internally, oh, let's hug and make up and let's all work together to achieve that supremacy. Collaboration doesn't exist for you. Collaboration doesn't exist for me. What exists for us is our existence in comparison to others, and we don't really know the true meaning of collaboration because we've only learned to use it as a tool. Collaboration is not about collaborating just between two people. What about the collaboration with nature, with the environment, with the world, with people who are not that better off than us, with poverty, with the problems of the... We don't really collaborate with all that, do we? We collaborate with things, with people, with ideas, with economists, with economy, with politics that serves us. You don't collaborate with things that will help solve a problem for another unless it gives you back something. And is that collaboration? Our idea of collaboration is nothing more than rooted in self-interest. And until we are able to understand and question my own self-interest, there is no point even talking about collaboration. As it exists in our society, it's just an eyewash, just another tool to get you and me more of what we need, which is just pure self-interest and not collaboration.